Welcome to Taking Care of Business with Freddie Fix-It Santori as they bring the power of AMP2.TV video format to the radio. Today's show will have interviews and concepts that bring you, the public, closer to how real radio and television work hand in hand to bring the best platform to sell your business. Tune in on the WWNNradio.com website or follow AMP on AMP2.TV website to see radio.
Welcome to this week's edition of Taking Care of Business, and Freddie Santori did just that by bringing us on air. I'm K. Mitch, this is Aaron Shapiro, and we want to welcome everyone to the pilot episode of FAU Today. Aaron, tell everybody about our show.
Well, listen, this show is going to encompass everything that FAU has to offer: athletics, sports, lifestyle, what's going on campus. Now, you see, I'm the MC for the basketball games, for the football games. I MC most of the games here at FAU.
So people could say you are the voice of athletics.
I don't like to say I'm the voice of athletics, but I do like to say I'm the voice of the people. You know, I'm the voice of the students. I'm the voice of getting people hype at the games, and people do get hyped, especially the Greek life there at FAU.
Oh, it's a lot to cover, and the beauty of this show, nowhere can you find in South Florida, even on FAU campus, a radio show that is directly, specifically for the FAU lifestyle and the FAU community.
That's true. That's true. And that's what we're trying to offer here. We're trying to give these students a place to go so they know what's going on. Because sometimes they don't know where to turn. You know, sometimes they don't know where to turn. So now they have a place to turn right here with us.
On our pilot show, we're going to dabble into various sports and talk about some events here and there. But before we get into it, we have to thank all of our listeners on WNN 1470 and everybody watching online at amp2.tv. Now, Aaron, you know, I'm a football guy. You know, we had conversations before. I love football, but a 6-6 season, come on, what's going on with that?
You know what? When I was at the game, there were so many games that were so close that they should have closed, but that seems to be our downfall. We just can't close them out. I don't know what it is. There's so many games where we made big plays, and the next play we just get let right back down with another big play from the opposing team, and it just really brought the energy out of our students. But there were so many games that we could have won and we should have won that record doesn't show.
Do you think maybe coaching or players has something to do with that, with us not being able to finish the deal?
As an ex-athlete, I think that it's just mental. It's just that mental toughness and that belief that they're going to win. There's something there that hasn't happened yet. It's starting to click. It's starting to roll with this huge, colossal stadium. They're feeling the big lights, but they just can't close it out.
One thing, if you don't know, our current head coach, Charlie Partridge, has done to help that mental toughness was bring in some tough kids. Now, you know, football recruiting season is pretty much done in February after National Signing Day, which we just missed last week. And if you didn't know, FAU had a pretty good signing class.
That's right, they did. They got a lot of Florida kids, and that's a big thing, right? You know, as the football guy, that Florida's the football state.
You know, all the talent comes from South Florida, if you ask me. And how many local kids did we grab?
I think we grabbed, I think it was 20 out of 23. I got to look up the exact numbers.
Okay, so we're in the 20s as far as South Florida kids signing to play for FAU.
I have the numbers right here. 6 from Palm Beach County, 5 from Broward County, and 3 from Dade County.
Wow, and I was reading, too, that 6 from Palm Beach County was the most since the 2000 recruiting class, which was our inaugural season. And if you do remember, our initial recruiting class was the same football team that won our first bowl game under Howard Schnellenberger.
Is that true? Well, he was a big part of bringing this school up. And I think that our new head coach is going to be another adding point to bringing this school to the next step, to that big frontier of a big, dominant Florida school. And I'm excited to see it.
And you know what? Again, as we mentioned at the top of the show, it's been quite a while since we had a FAU-driven show on the airwaves. And if you didn't know, Howard Schnellenberger was our inaugural head coach. He stepped down a few years ago. And under his regime, we went from being a Division II football school to now we're Division I school, winning bowl games, and we have an on-campus stadium. And a lot of people, they hear that you are the voice of athletics. They may still be thinking you're driving down a Lockhart where we used to play. Tell us about the new stadium.
Absolutely not. The new stadium, there's so many people who don't even know the new stadium is there until they drive around campus. But don't worry, they're building that I-95 ramp right off of Spanish River Boulevard, that's going to be a big help because everyone's not going to get clogged up on Glaze, and they're going to see that beautiful stadium. If you haven't seen the stadium, absolutely amazing, breathtaking. The Hyundai deck is absolutely amazing. It's a breathtaking stadium. Whenever I'm in there, I feel like we're in it.
We are in it.
It's coming.
And you know one thing, on top of having such a gorgeous stadium, we have the student body interaction. I want to say second to none, but we're on our way. I know you guys may think of the traditional colleges like the Southern Cal, University of Georgia, Alabama for being good Greek life, tailgating, pre-gaming. But you know what? We're doing pretty well at FAU. Can you talk about Greek Row?
Oh, yeah. The tailgating is growing. It's huge. This year, I've seen an enormous growth in the tailgating, and these kids know how to do it. They're out there with coolers. They're out there with grills. They're out there with music. There's a couple different speaker systems, DJs, campus life. I mean, the students really know how to tailgate here. Now, do they know how to make it through the rest of the game sober? We're going to be working on that, though. We're going to be working on that. But they know how to do it. They know how to prepare for the games, and it's just getting the word out there. It's just students knowing that students are out there, and they're out there. I'm letting you know right now.
And it's not just Greek life, like Aaron mentioned. Students are out there, and we had certain companies take advantage of that. How many Saturdays during game days we see a row of vending machines or a row of tents of different companies trying to reach the student body? Exactly.
The food trucks are out there. And you know what? Being in Boca Raton, it's going to be nice. The tailgating is going to be nice. It's a beautiful campus. There's tons of parking behind the stadium. The tailgating is only going to grow. And I'm excited because I'm hungry. I'm always hungry.
And if you don't know, me and Aaron Shapiro are current FAU students. And part of our fight song is FAU is Paradise. And when you come out there every Saturday, expect a good time in paradise. And speaking of football news, we made a big splash last year summertime when we brought in local high school coach Roger Hammett to be the assistant head coach and the running backs coach. And for a while, it paid dividends. We had an All-American running back, Jordan Scarlett, briefly commit to us over the summer, although he ended up signing at the University of Florida. But that speaks to volumes that, hey, we're starting to get some of the top-tier talents here. And I know I said a lot of positive things about this coach, but he stepped down.
He did step down. And we don't know. Do you know the exact reason why? Or?
Well, I'm reading that it's for family issues.
Okay.
And Aaron, you are in depth. You are connected with athletics. So is that true?
And you know what? I read the article briefly, and it seems that is true. It is. He did step down for family situations, so you can't blame him for that. But I have no doubt that we're going to fill the position because, like you said, it's paradise and people want to be here.
All right, we're going to segue from that. Aaron is a great basketball player. He's one of those guys, you call him out until he makes the first shot, and then you quit because you know it's over. And of course, we have to talk all basketball. What's going on this year?
Listen, this year, again, the closing is the issue. I've been in that stadium, and they've been on fire. The energy's been up. They got big men. They got good guards. They got good shooting. But at the end of the games, they can't close, and they're not doing it on the road. Not doing it on the road at all. I think they've only won 2 of 11 on the road.
And it's pretty much understanding we're not going to make the NCAA tournament unless we miraculously win our conference tournament. Do you see a potential NIT invite with us?
With this team, it could be. It might be, but again, they have to close. We have Solomon Poole. He's really been really clutch in certain parts of the game, but he's really not really finished at the end of the games. But I'm excited for next year's class. I've talked to a lot of the players like Adonis and a guy named Rob who's coming in 7-footer, and they're talking like they're doing great on the practice squad, and they've been telling me all great things about the next coming season, and they've got me excited not just for this season, but for the next season coming.
And to build off the future FAU, I think our athletic director, Pat Chunt, did a marvelous job bringing in Michael Corey, who is our current men's basketball coach, head coach, I should say. And if you don't know his resume, let's just say former NBA head coach for the Detroit Pistons. we, FAU, believe it or not, were able to lure in an NBA caliber head coach to coach us. And if you look across the state of Florida, we are the only college currently with a former NBA head coach coaching our college team.
And you know what? That's a great fit because I think as a former player, and I've talked to the players, they really relate to Curry. They really like him. He's the player's coach. He knows how to do it. He knows how to coach him. He's a good mentor. He knows how to make these boys men. And that's where it's at in the college game, is turning these 18-year-olds and 19-year-olds into men and getting them playing hard and physical and knowing the game, being intelligent with the game.
You know what? You're absolutely right, Aaron. And when I think of FAU basketball, I think around the time when we both started college. We had Ray Taylor, all-conference point guard. We had Greg Gant, set the conference record in three-point shooting, played D-League, and now he's playing in Spain. We were on the come. You would think FAU was a basketball school when you got here. I know during the down years of Mike Jarvis's tenure, we weren't so hot, but with Mike Curry addition, I understand the first year's not going to be what we expected.
Right.
But do you see us getting back on par the way FAU basketball was?
Oh. And
what do you see our future?
There's no doubt. I see nothing but a bright future with this coaching staff and with these players and who we're bringing in. And I think he's going to, not only is he a great coach, I think he's a great recruiter. And I can see a lot of big names coming into FAU. We have, like you said, it's paradise. And we may not be known for a basketball school right now, but we're going to be. And I think that when you watch FAU basketball next season, you're going to be surprised. You're going to not only want to come to the games, you're going to want to bring people with you to the games. And you're going to pack out that stadium, and it's going to be a place to be.
And keep in mind, you're not going to the games to see our host over here, Aaron, do his shenanigans. Although you can, ladies. He's a pretty attractive guy. But you want to see this team on the floor. Listen, we're going to go to commercial break. But when we get back, we're going to talk about baseball, softball, and some events going on campus that our guy Aaron is hosting that you won't find no place else. So make sure you stay tuned.
Times are tough, and right now those in the commercial world know that being heard via advertisements is the name of the game. AmpSquare.tv understands how important advertisement is and is proud to express that it's truly the only plugged-in internet television production company on the market. Amp2.tv live streams all their shows across all the major selling markets in the U.S. and abroad. Call them at 866-224-5422. The AmpSquare.tv library allows productions to be seen over and over again, making commercial platforms more usable. Call 866-224-5422. Toll free 866-224-5422. Amp2.tv, the first and only internet television network that's truly plugged in. 866-224-5422. That's AMP2.TV. You are listening and watching Taking Care of Business, powered by AMP2.TV, as your host brings you new concepts using radio and TV together, forming a powerful platform for business people in all areas. You have a question or comment? Call in 888-565-1470, and our host will provide ideas to bring your business to life. Now, back to the show.
Thank you all our listeners on WNN 1470 and AMP2.TV. Again, this is the inaugural FAU Today show. Woo. I'm K. Mitch.
I'm Aaron.
You know, the voice of FAU, Aaron. I'm a former radio station manager, so we can say with confidence that we know FAU and the student body pretty well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we have some events going on. Why don't you tell us about them?
Well, listen, the Greek Life Night is going to be on Thursday, right? And we have a home game for the men's basketball team. So I thought to myself, we need to have a pre-event, right?
Right.
The Greeks love to get down. The Greeks love to tailgate. They love to get excited. So I decided to put on an event. I'm bringing out a DJ. We're going to have some tailgating games in front of the arena, and we're going to get the energy going before we go against Northern Texas that night.
And you know what, Aaron? We have nearly 30 fraternities and sororities, and if you don't know about our Greek life, of course you don't know because we're giving you all the information. Our Greek life, they have a sort of competition between each fraternity and sororities. They get Greek points for participating and coming to school, social events, anything that's FAU oriented in the community. And when you throw this event Thursday night to get Greek life amped for the basketball game against North Texas, talk about the amount of people who will be there.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of kids there. And Greek life, they love to participate. You know what? And I always reach out to them because they love FAU lifestyle. They love to be a part of a community. And that's what I love about it, because we are nothing without a community, right? So if we get to the games, that community is what builds us up. That's what gives us that home court advantage. And so when the Greeks come out and we have this event, that's what we're building up. We're building up that home court advantage, so hopefully we can close out these games as we have a huge student population in the stands packing out the borough. And that's how we're going to close games, with the energy from the students, not just the energy from the players.
And also, all you guys who are listening and watching us online, you don't have to be a student to come to the game and interact with us.
No.
Go to, ourathletics.com to purchase tickets?
1-866-FAU Owl Athletics, right? And you're going to call that number and you're going to get them, and they're going to have you give the tickets, or you can come right to the arena.
And again, this upcoming Thursday, home game against North Texas, Greek Life's going to be there. Aaron, our host over here, will be hosting that event.
Yeah, that starts at 5 p.m.
So
if you want to come out early, you can come out early. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be giving away a whole bunch of prizes, merchandise, everything. It's going to be fantastic.
And you know what? In 2013, Playboy.com voted FAU the number 9 campus for hottest college girls. And I know a lot of that was due to Greek life. And since the Greek life is going to be there and our sororities have a reputation of being eye candy, you can expect the others part of the student body who aren't involved in Greek life to still show up to your event.
Oh, absolutely. We have some of the most beautiful people at FAU, not only physically, but internally. It's just a great community to be a part of. And being a student there for the last 3 years and now a graduate student, I'm glad to call it home.
You know what? After our listeners, because I do expect to see you out there Thursday, and all our student body come out, support Aaron's event, and watch the game. What's going on this weekend once we get past Thursday?
Well, this weekend, right, the 21st on Saturday at 2 p.m., they're having the ribbon cutting, and I'm excited for this. The ribbon cutting.
Tell us why, Aaron.
The sand volleyball team. The sand volleyball team is getting their own sand volleyball pit on campus right by the softball stadium. And this is going to be super awesome for them, because before they had to go to Deerfield, right? Now they have home court advantage. These girls are awesome. They really train hard. I see them in the weight room all the time. And these girls know how to play. And now if you want to come out and you want to get a tan and you want to support your Owls, we have a sand volleyball court right on campus.
And how great is that? And I know me personally, my favorite sport in the Olympics was the female sand volleyball competition. I know we all love to see the athletes run, the Usain Bolts of the world.
Yeah.
But trust me, once we start having competition, which we will speak about in future weeks as the season gets started for beach volleyball, we want to see you out there. And trust me, you will want to be out there as well.
Oh, absolutely. These girls are fantastic. They're athletic. They're tall. They're beautiful. It's the perfect combination, and having the sand volleyball pit on campus, it's paradise. Again, that's a theme for this show, I think.
It is a theme for this
is
show.
Paradise, just like our fight song says.
You know what? I think we're going to end our show with a little paradise as we get more acquainted with our listeners and our student body. But we're not the only people who take advantage of paradise. Our baseball team, this past weekend in Paradise, swept UConn. University of Connecticut's baseball team. Swept.
They did fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Our coach, John McCormick, is our longest tenured head coach for any FAU sports. He took us to several NCAA tournaments. We have countless conference titles. We had, 3 athletes get drafted in the MLB draft last year?
Our baseball team is like the undercover diamond. It's like, if you don't know, we have a fantastic baseball team. And
we really do.
We do.
You know, the University of Miami is ranked in the top 25 for for college baseball teams, I should say. We beat them last year, I believe, a sweep, and then we split the season series, so we have a head up with the University of Miami.
And we play them Wednesday at 6:30. This Wednesday, February 18th at 6:30.
So make sure you come out there. And again, we're giving you guys information you won't find in certain newspapers, you won't find on when you turn the TV on to your local news station. FAU Today I understand this is our intro show. We don't have the full map out of all the events that's happening. We're going to provide you with ways to get involved. You know how many people that when they see us out and about, they ask us, hey, are you FAU students because of the apparel we're wearing?
Right.
They always want to know, what can we do? How can we get involved? What's going on? How come nobody reaches out to the community and inform us of all these great things?
Here we are.
Here we are.
And we're doing it right now. And you know what? It's little by little. It's step by step. And this is going to be a big step right now because we're going to be the pulse. When you want to know stuff about FAU, you're going to come and tune into this show because we're going to let you know. Because I'm going to be out there Wednesday, and you should come out there and be out there with me.
And you know what? Aaron, he might put you on the Jumbotron. Again, Aaron is the maestro in charge for all athletic events.
I love doing that.
When you see Aaron, he might put the microphone in your mouth. You might have a shot to win $5,000 if you make a half-court shot. You may have a chance to win Marlins tickets if you're at the right place.
We gave $1,000 away. Yeah. We gave $1,000 away. A student won that. I talked to him after he won. He's taking it to Panama City for spring break. Not a bad idea, right? That's what I would do with the money. But $1,000, if you see me out there, I'm definitely going to be giving something away.
And you know what? A lot has happened in the most recent years of FAU. When I talk to a lot of alumni, they begin to tell me that during their tenure at FAU, there weren't too many dormitories. No. There weren't a gym or a rec center. We didn't have an on-campus football stadium. Let's talk about the renovation that just happened in the last 3 years alone.
Oh my gosh, this school is like being built by Legos. It's growing so fast, and I love watching it. There's a new dorm, the new freshman dorms. They have their own gym at the bottom of it. It looks like a hotel suite. It's fantastic. And you know what? I'm telling you right now, from being here for 4 years, I've seen more and more students wearing FAU apparel. I've seen more and more students being diehard FAU fans. And this school is on the up and up. And I'm happy to be part of it.
Me too.
It's history in the making. This is history in the making, and I'm happy to be part of it.
You're absolutely right. I can just touch on, since 2010, we have built 3 new dormitories, a new college garage for parking.
Fantastic.
A new on-campus stadium.
Fantastic.
That I must say, Associated Press writer Tim Reynolds was quoted saying FAU has the most beautiful stadium in Florida.
Absolutely.
In Florida.
Absolutely.
And with all this new growth, you can continue to expect our student population to rise.
Yep.
You can expect the reach of our show to rise.
Yep.
And you can expect the community to become not necessarily more acclimated with FAU, but become intertwined. Like FAU will be a part of Boca Raton.
Oh yeah, I can't say enough about it. I just get so excited about it sometimes when I think about it because I'm watching it grow. My brother goes to UCF, and I've been to their campus. I've been to their stadium. Nothing on us. Nothing.
And speaking on UCF, I'm glad you say that.
Okay.
This past week, Pat Chun, our athletic director, to those who are unaware, announced that our football team has reached an agreement with UCF for a home-and-home series starting in 2018, which in a nutshell means our FAU Owls would travel to Orlando to play UCF.
Oh, yes.
And then the following year, they're coming down to our beautiful stadium. And to those who don't know, this football season, meaning months from now, this current fall, in September, the 5-time national champions, University of Miami, yes, those Hurricanes, will be playing in Boca Raton at FAU on-campus stadium.
Yep, that's happening. I'm excited. That's going to be huge.
We have 2 of the biggest colleges in the Tri-County area playing each other at FAU. And, you know, I speak to a lot of guys here in Palm Beach, and they tell me, I love the Canes, which is a mistake on their behalf, but who am I to judge?
Okay.
I love the Canes, but traffic doesn't allow me to go down to Miami Gardens. The price of the tickets doesn't allow me to go see the Canes.
Yeah.
How bad the Canes are on the Al Golding, for crying out loud, makes me not want to see the Canes.
Yeah.
But you know what?
What?
Exit 45, Glades Road.
Yeah.
The cheapest price you'll probably ever find Miami Hurricanes playing, and it will be here at our on-campus stadium.
That day is going to be packed. That stadium is going to be packed from floor to ceiling.
And you know what? Our listeners in the Boca Raton, South Florida community, if you aren't aware, I'm glad FAU Today could inform you about this game because as much as the student body wants that game to be packed, so does Miami, because they have a stake in this. They want to reach followers. They want to reach a cult following here in the Palm Beach County, specifically the Boca Raton area.
Yeah.
But little do they know
That we're going to win?
FAU will pull the upset. You heard it first right here on FAU Today. Again, I'm K. Mitch.
I'm Aaron, the voice of FAU in athletics.
And we like to thank everybody on WNN 1470 for listening to the inaugural show, the pilot show, so to speak. And to all the people watching us on amp2.tv, we thank you so much for this week's edition of FAU Today. See us again next Monday between 7 and 8, and we are out.
Go Owls.
You have been listening to Taking Care of Business, powered by amp2.tv. You can reach amp2.tv by calling 866-224-5422 and join the amp2.tv radio TV network. We give you all the tools you need to have your own show, both on radio and TV, and bring new energy and ideas to the business you're trying to promote. If you want to be a leader in new concepts and make your business number one in the area, amp2.tv has the platforms to get you there. 866-224-5422 is the number to get you started. The opinions expressed